Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at 5 unreleased features that are in the game's code in Animal Crossing New Horizons. These have been data mined by Ninja on Twitter, so thanks to them for data mining all of these really cool things that we're yet to see in the game, but we'll likely see at some point in the future. These are all really neat and I'm super excited to go over them, but I will give a spoilers warning before this video actually starts for future content. Either way, if you're excited to check out this video, be sure to leave a like to show support, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos. To start us off, of course, I have to talk about the Roost and Brewster. This is one of the most wanted things in Animal Crossing, and I often get comments asking why people actually care about Brewster returning so much, and the Roost. I just think the Roost is such an iconic place, it's such a relaxing place, and Brewster's sort of chill personality, how he kind of warms up to you and becomes more friendly over time, is probably something that appealed to a lot of people. A lot of people really love the Roost just because it's so relaxing, and that really is such an Animal Crossing thing. Well, you guys will be glad to know that he is actually returning at some point. Most likely, he is highly referenced in the code, and so is the museum cafe. Of course, this is going to mean the Roost. So, for those of you hoping for a standalone building, it seems incredibly unlikely that this will happen. It seems most likely that he is going to appear in the museum again like he did in previous Animal Crossing games, and you have to visit the museum to actually get coffee from the Roost. I'm personally okay with this. I don't really need any more outdoor buildings. It would be kind of cool, but still I think it's fine for him to go in the museum. It seems like this will actually be a museum upgrade, so you'll be able to get another upgrade like you did with upgrading the art exhibit, but you'll be able to do it for Brewster and the museum cafe. There is also references to gyroids and a sort of like mini kind of gyroid exhibit alongside this cafe, which would kind of make sense because in previous Animal Crossing games, Brewster had an obsession with gyroids and he would actually store your gyroids for you, which is a bit of a weird feature to be honest, but hey, it is what it is, and it's kind of cool that he has his own sort of background where he really likes gyroids. So yeah, we could see a little gyroid exhibit or maybe storing again alongside the museum cafe. That would certainly be cool, and it'd give players a reason to visit the museum every single day. Talking of the museum, our second feature that is currently unreleased but in the game's code is the museum shop. Now, we did have a bit of a museum shop in Animal Crossing New Leaf. It was also a place where you could create your own exhibits and put whatever you wanted into them for a fee. However, it wasn't too exciting in my opinion. It was run by Celeste and you didn't really get too much stuff from here. You could get some of the silver tools, which is something that's currently missing from New Horizons, but I'm not sure if they're going to return because I don't see what use they would really have. But yeah, either way, it could be coming back. It does seem very likely that the museum shop will be coming back as it was referenced in the game's code. As I said, this isn't my most exciting thing, but I do think it's really cool to see it come back. Another expansion for the museum alongside the cafe would be really cool. I don't know if Celeste would run it though, because Celeste is kind of busy doing her stargazing thing outdoors. It doesn't really seem like she would be able to split between both of them. Maybe it's the case where once you've got every recipe from Celeste, she would open up the shop, but I think that would take too much effort. That could take a really, really long time to complete, and I think that wouldn't be much fun. So maybe a different character would actually host it, or maybe on the nights where Celeste is outdoors doing the stargazing stuff, someone else could fill in for her. That would actually be really cool. I'd like that idea a lot. So yeah, it seems like the museum shop will be returning. No word about those exhibits as far as I know, but I think we can live without those, even though they were kind of cool. In at number 3, Animal Crossing introduced farming in the fall update, which was really cool. It wasn't the craziest or most expansive thing. I mean, it's fairly simple, but I think a lot of us were happy to see a new feature like this added to the game. However, quite a few of us knew from the data mines that there were supposed to be more vegetables than just these pumpkins. There was supposed to be things like carrots and wheat and tomatoes, I believe, but they never appeared. This was really strange, and I'm not quite sure why this happened. Maybe they just felt like they wanted to focus on the pumpkins for now, and next year they're going to add in the other vegetables. But yes, either way, if you like this farming feature, you will be glad to know there are other vegetables in the game's code that you will be able to get at a future date, it seems, so that you can grow different kinds of stuff. Maybe next year, sometime in spring or summer, they'll introduce these. I mean, that would kind of make sense. Things tend to grow more at those times of the year. So who knows, maybe we could see those things come into the game. I don't see why they would be referenced in the game's code but then never appear. I mean, stuff like that does happen, to be honest. It's not guaranteed that any of these features will actually appear in the game, we don't know. But they are in the game's code, so that does suggest that they have worked on adding these things into the game, and it'd be kind of odd for them to do that and then leave it. It'd be even odder for them just to add pumpkins to this feature. I don't see what the point in doing that would be. They could have just like had pumpkins grow on like a bush or something. Okay, that doesn't really make much sense, but you guys get what I'm saying. Why would they add this entire farming mechanic if they were just going to add pumpkins? It doesn't seem very likely to me, and again, the other vegetables are actually referenced in the game's code, so it does seem like they'll be happening in the future. I personally would love to grow lots of potatoes and carrots. I don't know if potatoes was one of the ones, but carrots definitely were. So that'd be really great. I'd love to have an event where we can maybe grow lots of different vegetables. That would be fantastic. In at number 4, I'm going to talk about Nooks Cranny. Now, as you guys know, Nooks Cranny only upgrades once, so there's only 2 Nooks Crannies in the game. This is very different from previous Animal Crossing games where you could upgrade your Nooks Cranny so much. In fact, when it would upgrade, even the name would change. It didn't stay as Nooks Cranny. Whereas in New Horizons, they've taken the approach just to call it Nooks Cranny and have it only upgrade one time. However, there are references to a 3rd Nooks Cranny in the game's code, so it does seem like this version you see on the screen will actually upgrade at a future date. This to me is one of the most exciting things because I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting so bored of this Nooks Cranny. I see the same items every day. It's got such a limited selection. It just doesn't feel very exciting. So I would really, really love for them to let us expand Nooks Cranny, give us more goals to work towards. You could potentially spend tons and tons of bells on getting this to upgrade, and that would give players more to work towards, and I think that's something we desperately need in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So please give us another upgrade very soon. In at number 5, and the final one, we're going to talk about villager visits. So it seems like villagers will be able to visit your house again at a later date in Animal Crossing New Horizons. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, sometimes your villagers would go up to you or you'd talk to them and they'd be like, hey, can I visit your home and check out your furniture and stuff like that? And you could do that. In Animal Crossing Wild World, they'd even visit your house and buy items off of you during certain events, which was really cool. And it seems like the former from Animal Crossing New Leaf is actually returning. There's new dialogue where they'll comment on the furniture in your house, which is really great. I think for many of us, we really want our villagers to have new dialogue, and just to have more actions and things to do with your villagers in general is great, because some of that was actually removed from Animal Crossing New Leaf. For example, you used to be able to play hide and seek with 3 of your villagers in Animal Crossing New Leaf, but they took that out here and they took out the home visits too. But it does seem like at the very least, the home visits will be returning at a future date. It is referenced in the game's code, and that really excites me because, I don't know, I really want to do more with my villagers. I don't just want to see them sweeping or singing around my island, even though I do love that. I just want to see them do a bit more. I want some more original dialogue. I think that's why I enjoy the events so much in Animal Crossing New Horizons, because that's pretty much some of the only times you can get some truly unique dialogue from your villagers. But this would definitely give us a lot more, especially if they do make references to lots of different types of items. That would give them lots of different things to say, and I think that would be something that would be highly welcome in this game. I'd love for you to tell me guys to tell me in the comment section down below which of these unreleased features you really want to see come back very soon. Which are you the most excited about? Are there any other unreleased features you know about that have been datamined that you're waiting to see? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to get your thoughts. If you want to support my channel, click the join button down below the video or the link in the description to become a channel member. You can get a whole bunch of cool perks for doing so, and it really helps me out a whole bunch too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like to show support, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos. You can check out my links and my merch in the description, and you can check out 2 more videos on the right side of the screen. Once again, thank you for watching, and catch you in the next one.